Joining me now, Republican Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis. Congresswoman, TikTok defenders say that they're exercising their constitutional right to petition the government, and all is fine here. So why is there a problem?
Well, look, we know that the communist Chinese are using this app that they control, the CCP controls ByteDance, to influence our children, to not just influence them, but literally indoctrinate them, to brainwash them. And that is what they do in communist China. It's what they do in Russia. It's what they do in Iran. We can't allow our youth to be manipulated this way. And what they did yesterday was they actually prohibited access to the app unless the young person made that phone call to Congress. So they're actually manipulating the youth with misinformation, because it's not a ban on TikTok. It's calling for a divestment, or else you can't be downloaded from the app. That is what it actually called for. So it gives them 165 days, ByteDance, to divest from TikTok, so that way we're not having that influence. Look, this is an app that is prohibited on government phones, on government iPads, and there's a reason for it. It's a national security issue. They are stealing our Americans' data, and they're using it, whether it's access to their photos, their phone records, their texts, and they're using it, and they're using it to manipulate young people.
Yeah, their location. They're geolocating users as well. That's what I understand. And I also heard that, and tell me if this is actually true, it was so horrifying, I was hoping it wasn't true, that some young people, Congresswoman, were calling and some threatened to commit suicide if Congress ultimately goes forward with some type of ban of TikTok?
I did hear that a couple of my colleagues received calls like that. My office had not, but we received hundreds and hundreds of calls. And these young people, they called, they weren't even sure what they were calling about. It's just like they desperately are so addicted to this app that they needed to just make this phone call on behalf of TikTok and ByteDance and the Communist Chinese Party, just so they can continue to gain access. But you know who else is using these apps, right? The drug cartels are using it. Nefarious activities are being conducted on this app, and that is how they're smuggling people, doing other things that across the border that they shouldn't be. And so we have to be very mindful of the security threat that this app is.
Yeah.